Whether or not you like his music, there's a lot to find objectionable about Justin Bieber.
As long as you love me.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons why Justin Bieber is hated. For this list, we're looking at some of the douchiest, dumbest, or most offensive things the Biebs has done.
Is there anything else before me involving Mr. Bieber?
You may think the poor guy has just gotten a bad rep, but looking at these, it's tough to support that theory. For the record, we're not saying we hate him, but when you look at events like this, we guess we can see why some people do. And here's a warning, don't watch this if you're a believer.
Rather than let gravity take you down, sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands and fly.
Number 10. He peed in a bucket.
Quick little piss break, quickest restaurant we can get to.
One night out in NYC, Justin and his entourage were leaving a restaurant through the back. But Biebs had to make a number one, and instead of finding the bathroom, he just dropped trow and did his business into a nearby bucket.
That's the coolest spot to piss. You'll forever remember that.
There are so many things wrong with this we can't even count. 1. This ain't rock and roll. Keith Moon drove a Jaguar into a swimming pool. That's rock and roll. 2. The poor restaurant janitor now needs to change Biebs' piss water. 3. Bieber then sprays a pic of Bill Clinton with something and says, "F Bill Clinton." What could Clinton possibly have done to piss off Bieber? Is Justin dating Monica Lewinsky?
If I was your boyfriend, never let you go. Keep you on my arm, girl. You never be alone.
Number 9. He thinks he gets free gas cause he's part Indian.
What up, India? It's Justin Bieber here.
In 2012, while doing an interview for Rolling Stone, Bieber was discussing his heritage. But unfortunately, he got a little mixed up. While it's definitely possible that he is part Indian, or part Inuit as he claimed, the suggestion that he's therefore entitled to free gas in Canada as a result is not. For one, Native peoples in Canada don't get free gas. This misconception probably stems from one Ontario law that allows certain First Nations people to buy gas tax-free on reservations. And that law doesn't even cover Inuits. Maybe Justin should avoid trying to parlay his heritage for gas. He is like a millionaire, right?
I got money in my hands that I really like to blow. Swipe, swipe, swipe on you. Chilling by the fire while we eating fondue.
Number 8. He was arrested for drag racing while under the influence. While down in Miami in early 2014, Bieber was pulled over in his rented bright yellow Lamborghini, supposedly for driving under the influence.
DUI, alcohol, or drugs, resisting without violence, and driving with an expired driver's license.
After mouthing off to the cops, he was charged with resisting arrest without violence, for having an expired driver's license, and for a DUI, as he was found to have booze, pot, and prescription meds in his system.
So the total bond would be $2,500.
It was later revealed that Bieber had been drag racing, and his peeps had actually blocked the street off so he could get up to speeds beyond the legal limit. Basically, he allegedly got really high and then went all fast and furious. Number 7. He tread on the Blackhawks logo.
The Biebs is here. A big shout out to Stratford, Ontario.
While hanging out with the Chicago hockey team shortly after they won the hallowed Stanley Cup in 2013, Bieber trod all over their logo while trying to grab a pic of the trophy.
But is that not known to the public that you shouldn't do that?
For those of you not familiar with hockey superstition, fun fact, do not, under any circumstances, step on a team's logo.
What are you doing, Justin?
Hopefully he wiped his shoes.
It's bad luck, period. In fairness to Justin, he may not have known about the superstition, and the logo was right in the middle of the room. That said, Justin's supposed to be a hockey fan, and even skated with the Toronto Maple Leafs. You'd think a Canadian would know more about hockey. Number 6. He abandoned his pet monkey.
Yeah, JB's confiscated monkey Mally now has a new home.
You may or may not remember the time that Bieber expanded his entourage to include a pet capuchin monkey named Molly in March 2013. Well, if the Instagram pics are to be believed, they had some good times. That is, until Bieber tried to bring Molly into Germany and authorities confiscated the tiny creature since his owner didn't have the proper paperwork.
Poor monkey couldn't enter the country because Justin forgot to bring the necessary documents like a health certificate, which would have allowed the cute creature into Germany.
Bieber claimed to be heartbroken, yet made no effort to rescue the chimp or even pay for its care. Molly is now being looked after by a German zoo. Bieber, meanwhile, keeps going on world tours. We wish it was the other way around.
The monkey is only 14 weeks old, and without Justin to cuddle, the baby has found a soft toy teddy bear.
Number 5. He hoped Anne Frank would have been a believer.
This weekend, Justin Bieber visited the historical house of Anne Frank, which he found educational, respectful, and life-changing. Is what we would say if he weren't the hugest tool ever!
While on tour in Amsterdam, Bieber decided to take in a little local history and culture with a trip to Anne Frank's house. That's a good thing, right? Yes, it's valiant that he wants to learn about the Holocaust victim's life. Except he wrote in the visitor book that he hoped she would have been a believer.
Anne was a great girl. Hopefully she would have been a believer.
Kind of missing the point there, eh, Justin? We'll admit his message was probably well-intentioned, but it just came off as ignorant and egotistical and caused an enormous backlash on Twitter. None of which was enough to make him apologize.
As long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless, we could be broke.
Number 4. He degraded the Argentine flag.
Ow! That didn't feel good. I don't know why she just threw that at me.
Stars get pelted with stuff while performing all the time. Teddy bears, bras, water bottles, whatever. While Justin was performing in Argentina, a fan threw a flag at him. Instead of picking it up and wearing it, as many musicians would, Bieber kicked the flag off stage. This provoked outrage from, well, pretty much everyone in Argentina, and it could have even led to jail time, as disgracing the flag is a crime. Bieber publicly apologized, claiming he thought the flag was just a t-shirt, but he was slammed for his disrespectful move. Although, in fairness, maybe hurling your flag at pop stars isn't the most respectful way to treat it either.
Just like a waving flag. Oh.
Number 3. His bodyguards carried him over the Great Wall.
Justin is sitting atop 2 of his bodyguards. It looks like they're pretty big, burly men. And then everyone in the background is taking photos of this. Like, this is ridiculous.
We're sure being a pop star is a rough life that leaves you so exhausted you can barely walk. Well, Justin happened to be on tour in China when he decided to enjoy some sightseeing. The Great Wall is the first place you have to go. And while the Great Wall may not actually be visible from space, Justin Bieber's ego is. Anyway, as you can imagine, sightseeing this attraction involves a lot of walking. While poor little Justin was so sleepy, his bodyguards carried him. Aww.
Feels like I'm missing my blessings, yeah. So I sleep through the daylight, stay awake all night, till you're back again, oh yeah, yeah.
Number 2. He allegedly spit on his fans. After all you've heard about Justin, you may find it hard to believe that anyone still likes him.
Cody, why are you so sad, honey?
Because
why?
Because I love Justin Bieber.
I can't hear you.
Because I love Justin Bieber.
Yet, by some miracle of nature, some believers cling on. So you'd think Justin would treat his legions of fans well, right?
Oh, don't cry. How are you?
No, not so much. While on tour in Toronto in 2013, Bieber was looking out from his hotel balcony to see a large group of girls cheering out for him below. That's when he hawked one big loogie right down at them. Spitting at the only people in the world who still like and defend you? Yeah, that's not a sustainable business model.
I never thought I could be loved this much. I never thought that I would have so many people that just say, I can't say how thankful I am.
Here's where we'd normally have some honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions, but for this one, we decided to keep it to 10. Number 1. His attitude.
Sir, Move on to another.
Don't ask me about her again. Don't ask me about her again.
All the annoying things Justin Bieber does point to one unfortunate truth. Buddy has an attitude problem.
I can grow facial hair really easily.
Whether he's spitting on fans, drinking and driving, or forgetting about monkeys, Justin does it all with an irritating level of arrogance.
We swagger, man, you know?
He walks around like a guy who thinks he's better than everyone around him, and that spoiled brat act has worn pretty thin over the years.
Guess what? Guess what? I don't recall.
Despite the efforts of his PR team to subdue him and force him to apologize for his most indolent acts, Bieber's self-important nature has shone through.
This is a film?
Pause it. Would you please watch the television?
You said it's a film. You said watch the film. Is this a film?
Is there a difference between a film and something else?
Yes.
Do we think he'll ever grow out of it? Do you agree with our list?
I don't like your attitude, to be quite honest.
You're mad.
Because, you know what? You're too young to be pee-peeing in buckets and driving up and down the highway fast.
What did Justin do to piss you off?
What kind of question is that?
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I don't think your mom would really mind if a stranger whipped her son.
You're spanking me, man.
What are you doing? What are you doing?